Hi, today we're here with.
Chris Rexroth of COSMIIC, the open source implantable device.
Hey, yeah, tell us a little bit more about your company.
So, in our field of neuromodulation research, when we're pushing towards first in human use of implantable medical device, researchers are running into problems with accessing technology that can be used in humans and get through regulatory approvals without having to spend decades and millions of dollars to get there. So, we're hoping to fill a lack in the field by providing an open source system that people can customize.
People can, like VCs or something, can be a little skittish about open sourcing everything. Like, have you received that criticism?
Yeah, so the criticism we've gotten with open source is obviously, well, how can you exclusively license this? And we do think there are some interesting ways to still create exclusivity and have a successful company serving an open source hardware solution for research and also move towards an open source medical device without those same pressures and I guess usual pathways of licensing, and we're here to break the mold of like what's already going on in the field.
And like, what are the benefits of, I guess, like open sourcing these types of products?
Specifically for us working with implantable medical devices, there is always the worry of maintenance when a company goes away. There is the want to make something accessible and customizable for the research team. We believe that safety and all of those risk and regulatory factors can be maintained by a group even when working with an open source project. So we're really excited for all of those factors to come together in the next few years for our project.
And for you, I guess, like, what's your vision or like the future of like open source technology, especially in the medical field?
Yeah, I think the great thing about open source is that people can have control and at least visibility to the health solutions that they're personally interacting with. For someone to have an implantable device, in our case in their body, or any other health technology that helps restore function or reduce unwanted symptoms, it's very important for this person to be able to access it across their lifetime. And so our vision for open source technologies is that we never leave somebody abandoned with a device where they could still be getting productive medical treatment out of it, but they're not because of a company going bankrupt or financial things or intellectual property issues.
See. And like, what about risks in terms of like someone using this open source for like harm or like in a way that's like negative? Are there any concerns for that type of thing?
Well, there's an interesting few sides to that because we do take a lot of inspiration from the body mod community, at least in attitude with pushing things forward daringly, but we're also very cautious because we are doing human research on other people, unlike body modders who are doing it for themselves. So we are following all of the same risk analysis for regulatory submissions. We're finding ways to work into the open source products, ways for encryption to make sure people are protected from wireless communication and all of those extra types of aspects. So we can still maintain those things with open source products, but I think externally there's a worry about that. So our first few companies like Openwater, our project, some of the other devices, Open Nerve System, which is a co-project with ours, funded by the NIH. We all have the opportunity to do it right the first time and kind of create the precedence that you can do this in a risk-informed way.
I see. So where can we find all of this? Is there anywhere we can go for more information?
Yeah, sure. COSMIIC.org. That's COSMIIC with two I's, so COSMIIC.org. And then you can find our homepage, all of our documentation, and soon a forum for users to communicate with each other.
Yeah. Thank you so much. That was amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.